All right, class. Today we're going to go through and talk about technology integration, technology standards, and learning styles. All right, technology integration. So this slide, what I'd like to talk about are the differences really between a Mac and a PC and almost between an iPhone and Android operating system. Most of you probably have your own laptop. Usually about 100% of my students, which is everyone, has a laptop in all of my classes. Some of you may have a desktop too, but most have a laptop for the convenience of the mobility. Differences between a Mac and a PC, generally, it's really the difference between, when someone comes up to me and I ask them what is the difference between these two, or I ask my class, they usually tell me, well, there's a difference in price. And that's only kind of true. Some people might say, oh, the Mac's better, and I also say, well, that's kind of true. Or they say the PC's better, and I say, well, that's kind of true. Because it really depends what your goals are and what your use of the machine is. So just for instance, if I have if I'm talking to a tech person, they're more likely going to get a PC than a Mac. Whereas if I'm talking to the home user and they come up to me and ask me what kind of computer they want to get, I'm probably going to recommend a Mac. Now, here's why. First of all, yes, Macs initially seem like they're more money. However, there's only one kind of Mac. Mac just makes one high-end computer. PCs make all different levels. They make a low end. That's why you'll see a PC on sale at Best Buy for like $400 or even lower than that. However, if I want to buy a high-end PC, I'm going to spend between $2,000 and $5,000, and it's going to run just as good or better than a Mac. So it depends how much I'm willing to spend. Both computers are very good, but the main difference between the two is really customization. The ability to do stuff to the desktop. Macs are made so that the home user cannot do much to them. That's good because it means the home user can't break them, and bad because you can't really customize it too much. What's awesome about that is, you don't have to worry too much when you have a Mac. You can very easily do a lot of different things, and you're probably not going to break it. This is bad for the tech person who wants to purposely do things to the computer, not to break it, but to make it do, certain things they might want to program, or certain, they might want to get rid of something in the registry, if they'd like to do that. And that type of stuff you cannot do on a Mac. This is why you see a PC that's 2 years old and it takes 15 minutes to boot up. It's because the person who had the PC didn't know all the stuff they were doing. They might click on websites, get in the software that, starts, causes the computer to start slow. And unless you know what you're doing, you don't know how to undo that kind of stuff. So the PC is really made for the tech person. And the Mac is really made for just a home user who's going to, write papers, go on the internet. They don't care about what's going on inside their computer. And that's really also the difference between Android and iPhone. There are other differences, but that's a major difference. That's one of the big differences. All right, ISTE standards. Basically, the ISTE standards, guys, they are nationally recognized educational technology standards. I'd like you to go to the following website, iste.org, and what I would like you to do is take a look at the site. ISTE runs a huge conference every year that tons of teachers, ed tech, business people, principals all go to and basically discuss and look at different educational technology. So please pause the video here and take a look at the ISTE standards. ISTE and NETS. So the NETS standards, these are nationally recognized standards for teachers, students, and administrators. These are not part of the Common Core, which you guys who are going into education have been hearing about. These are technology standards. What I would like you to do is I would like you to go to the following website. These are NETS for teachers. The link, you can also click NETS for students. And what I would like you to do is I would like you to try to come up with an activity that meets one of the NETS standards. And our final topic of this is learning styles. You can click on I'd like you guys to click on the first link there talking about what are learning styles. Basically, you might have all heard of visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. Those are the three major ones. However, you've probably also seen, other learning styles and other different kinds of tests. It's really because there's no agreed upon, way to define learning styles. So some people define them differently than others. And then what I'd like you to do after you've looked at the following link is to take a learning style inventory test, and I have the link below. Once you've went through that, what I would like you to do is I would like you to go through the following 3 links. These are really just my take on learning styles. I've written about them 3 different times. So I'd like you to go through and read each of these 3 blog posts on them. Thank you.